the Centre for Independent Studies has put out a report saying Labor's plan to double the taxes that are charged on high-value superannuation accounts is flawed because it applies to unrealised paper gains that the tax office doesn't yet collect data on. Michael, can you explain what case is being made by the CIS here and what that's going to mean in the political space?
Well, I think they're looking at two aspects. I think it was Robert Carling, if I'm not mistaken, who crunched the numbers for them, and he's done a good job in the past on a range of these economic matters. He's originally with Treasury, from memory. On the one hand, it's the unique nature of this particular piece of legislation around super not being grandfathered. So, it is retrospective, and a number of people have said that is problematic because when you invest in super, well, you're forced to, but of course when you're making your own contributions as well, you do so with a long-term framework in mind. It's not, it's not sort of picking and flicking stocks in a 24-hour, fire sale. This is a multi-year investment, and if things are changed down the track, that can affect, obviously, your financial plan. But the other issue here is the nature of bracket creep. The $3 million ceiling, as it were, which is being applied, or the threshold which is being applied, will not be indexed. That's my understanding, and I think that's the point that Mr. Carling has made. And so over time, what's a small number of multi-gazillionaires, that are going to be paying this now, in a decade or 2 decades' time, could be in fact hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of Australians, all going well on the stock market and with their superannuation. So this could capture a lot of people. And, in the here and now, people don't maybe understand it or leave it, they don't care, there's other things to worry about. In the medium to long term, this could be particularly problematic. And there's one other issue here, and that is just the psychology of it. The argument basically is these people have got the money, they can do without some of it, they'll still be able to have a good retirement, so we may as well go and take it. Now, that I think, ethically, is problematic. Yes, we have a tax system which is designed around the wealthy contributing more than the poor in a net sense. We get that, a progressive system. But, when you sort of just whack these things on with the understanding, well, Bob's gotten a bit extra over there, so we'll just take it out of his pocket so we can pay Peter. That is really not the Australian way, and I think the more people look at this, the more they should have issue with it.
The more you disconnect people's receipt from their effort, the more the system gets broken. I don't think people realise how much this will disproportionately affect young people too. A real opportunity here for those who want to mount a campaign to take a chunk out of Labor and the Greens' support from that younger generation. But Michael, thank you very much for joining me on the program tonight. I appreciate it very much.